of Commerce. We've got President CEO Tim Sheehan with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us today.
Lovely day too. I almost walked down, but I had to run to get some stuff. They were like carrying it all back.
Well, Doreen told me about these bikes without pedals today. So they're electronic.
Bikes without pedals.
Yeah.
That's a scooter, isn't it?
Well, almost. But I guess they just kind of keep it at like 10, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, it had a bicycle seat, Dave Thompson,
I'm like,
with
that's
two
my
T's,
Oh yeah.
trailer and
Yeah,
repair.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
got one.
Wow, interesting.
so
Nice.
that's the kind of bike I need, you know?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, with a basket up front. Huh?
Yep, little dog up there.
Wow. Yeah.
So, well, it's supposed to be real nice today, so
Yeah.
that'll be really good.
Yep. Hey, speaking of the Thompsons, I was in there. I shouldn't say I was in there. Our staff was in there. They did a video of their inside of their store. I mean, that's like fully buckets. That's kind of the real deal in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a ribbon cutting over there now. I'm excited about to be in there and see. This is a great use of that space.
Yeah.
Yep. Great people, great story from where they came from to how they got to that level. And yeah, I was like, where'd you guys come from?
Mhm.
So I heard their story, and wow, it's really good.
All in the family. Telly
Yes.
was behind the counter. I remember when he was just a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was telling her my dad lived across the street from where they lived and were parking semis for quite a few years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just wild how,
Yep.
you know, Watertown stuff, small town stuff.
Yeah. To go from that to wow,
Mhm.
huh?
It's
That
beautiful.
building just transformed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect for that.
Well, what are you kind of working on now? Do you just go out when it's nice like this and walk around town and start
I
knocking
do.
on doors?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, we're prepping for some meetings. Like our board meeting is Wednesday,
Mm.
so we're prepping for that. We've got another meeting at noon today, but really not a whole lot. This is kind of a lukewarm day. Like I said, it's not a lot going on today.
Mhm.
So I thought, what am I going to talk about today? So we got the Hall of Fame banquet coming up. I shouldn't say it's coming up. It's not until October, but we have extended the nominations for the Hall of Fame. For the Hall of Fame
Mhm.
until like the end of April. So get those nominations in. All the information's on our website as far as the nomination form, but all the past recipients are also on there. Their pictures of their plaques are on there. It's just it's a great time to honor some of those people that made a significant commitment to the community of Watertown.
And there's a whole event too, then, right? Like a ceremony and dinner and
Yep.
recognition. The families are there and things like that
Yep.
usually as well.
Yeah, that'll be October 9th at 2nd Street. And then just depending on how many people get nominated and get inducted, I should say,
Mhm.
because there's some rules in there. There's how that happens, how you get 1, 2, or 3 people inducted. There's just a process. But we were hoping for a couple. It's not a lot of. I shouldn't say it's not a lot of fun. It's better to do it with 2, if
Mhm.
not 3 nominees, or I shouldn't say nominees, the inductees.
Mhm.
But 1 works as well. It's got to
Absolutely.
just take some of the fun out of it when you only have 1.
Yeah. You want to have a big hoopla.
Yeah, so that's why I'm here asking for nominations. The more nominations we have, the more people that can be inducted. I don't want to say win, because they don't really win; they're just inducted.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of check out the rules, if you will, and then you highlight them and say thanks for all you've done for the community, kinda.
And there's people still doing things today. I mean, we look at the Hall of Fame, we think this is something that happened back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. No, we're talking about today. Those people that were back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, 40s, and 50s, they're probably already in or have been nominated. So we're looking for people that are making a difference current time, I mean, right now.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What else you got going on? You were talking a little bit about like cooking on Compesca, but you already have a bunch of volunteers. You don't really make much.
I'm kind of glad you mentioned that. I mean, I wasn't going to talk a whole lot about cooking today, but I found out yesterday we have a sign-up genius that the girls work on, and they send out looking for volunteers for cooking on Compesca. Many people volunteer just so they can get a discount on the camp spot, or if you put in enough hours, you can get a free camp spot. And that's pretty for some people. That really, really works for them, because they get to work all day and party all night.
Yeah.
But this year, what's a little bit different is we opened it up. There's a trip or some students going to Europe for a trip, and I'm a little sketchy on the details. The girls got it dialed in, because that list, or the volunteer list, or the volunteer opportunities went out, and it's darn near full, which is something we've very rarely see. Now, when I say volunteers, though, we do comp those volunteers at the gates. It's a tough thing to fill, so we do pay those groups, those organizations to come out and help us, because otherwise it's really tough to just get a volunteer to sit there for 2 or 3 hours on a Saturday afternoon or a Friday night.
Yep.
But if there's a reason and a purpose for it, and we can help these kids raise some funds to get take their class or their class trip to Europe, or wherever that goes, it just really works. And that is really what community is all about.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah, we don't expect the volunteers to be volunteers. If we need to find a way, yeah, we'll pay.
Sure. Very good. And you've announced already, so this information's out there too, but you've got the Thursday Night Live schedule out there, and you have a page for the Thursday Night Live too. It's kind of separate from the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce page.
Yes. Yep.
If people want to check that out, it's got the info and the sponsors and that on there too. So
No, I can tell you, I don't think this is not on our website yet. We just kind of lined this up the past couple of days, but we've talked about making Coconut Compesca Memorial a music festival. I know we've got. I think we're going to start like at 11 o'clock on Friday or 1 o'clock on Friday, maybe 11 or something on Saturday. But I do know that we booked the bands Chester, which is a new young band in Watertown.
Yeah.
Matt Yager, I believe he's playing out there, and maybe I'm pretty sure he's playing out there. Gosh, I just going to miss. Lizzie Holford is going to come out for an afternoon. She'll be doing some acoustic stuff. And I'm sure there's other ones. But yesterday was one we kind of like scheduled them in and got them dialed in yesterday's. So we will fill the afternoon up. We'll fill Friday evening, early afternoon, and evening up with these live music. We'll have 2 stages out there. So when one band's done, the other band will be setting up on the other stage. It's just because that's that reimagined piece of it. And there's more to come. More to come on the reimagined because we meet with businesses and sponsors and other organizers of other cool events.
that is festival style right there, with having another band set up while another one's finishing. Oof, that's exciting for someone like me.
And we've got it dialed into where Phil Baker for the kids, he'll be out there an hour or two maybe in the morning. He's a talented individual. Now, think something cool about Phil Baker. We all know Phil Baker, right?
Mhm.
The guy does a lot of kid stuff, but he's also in the band Ivory.
Oh,
Yeah, you talk about musicians. Yeah, he's one of the. I think he's been a part of Ivory. I think that's the. I'm not sure how old he is, but he's one of the Ivory band.
wow, and that's the headliner then Saturday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
There's a lot of talented individuals.
And so they have their they have original music, but also they'll do covers, kind of that rock, classic rock, right?
It's a lot of cover, but I think some of it's kind of their spin on the covers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I've heard them. It was back in the 80s, early 80s. But yeah, I'm looking forward to really looking forward to that whole weekend.
Yeah, awesome.
Weather permitting, we're going to pray for decent rain starting today.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to wait till the Friday before. We're going to start praying today.
Yeah, we started last week, so I know Doreen did. Yeah,
We're going to keep on checking the calendar.
Yeah.
Three prayers.
Yes.
3 days.
every morning.
Yeah.
So you got anything else that you wanted to touch on while you're in here
Canada
today?
Forum's coming up May 7th.
Mhm.
It'll be at the Goss Opera House downtown. I believe it's going to start at 5:30. The ribbon cutting for Visit Watertown's new location and their grand opening downtown will be at 4 o'clock. So come on down, check out, hang out with the candidates, both District 4 and District 5 Senate and District 4 Senate. So we'll do either.
Okay, very good. And if folks have any questions, just submit them online to you folks, and we try to kind of narrow them down and give them to the moderator. And you take any there, depends on how long it goes, or
Yeah, it depends on the moderator, actually. And if there's, of course, time. But sometimes the questions, especially right now, they're all kind of the same. But sometimes people just send a random question that could be for either a District 5, District 4. But in this case, they're all sending it to our representatives. So they're all good questions.
yeah, because a candidate forum's a little different than the like a Cracker Barrel, because these could be a little bit more like, what do you think of this and why, versus what happened,
Right.
or why would you vote this way or something. So
Yeah, it's more like a public interview.
yeah. Very
Tell
good.
us about you. We'll make up our minds later.
Yep.
In June.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. Very good. So that's of the May 7th, but you can check out the Visit Watertown's ribbon cutting first,
Yes. Yep.
and then I'm sure we'll have a little appetizer or something for you, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you
If
can
not, there's a vending machine. No, I'm sure
you got Mavericks.
I'll
too.
make sure they have something.
Yeah. And then check out the candidate form right after that.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I could probably talk another hour and a half, but yeah, just kind of like I said, one of those lukewarm days.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to get back to.
We are that cool. And it's really nice outside too, so you should go where it's not lukewarm.
You're right.
Real nice out
Yeah.
there.
You're right.
Perfect. Anything out of you, Doreen? Any questions?
No, I'm good. I'm excited for Ivory. They used to play
Yeah.
over around Dolan, and back when I was a kid.
Well, if she's excited, then it's got to be rip roar.
Yeah,
then.
hopefully I'll get him on the air one of these days.
Mm.
Yeah, we should do that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'll write that down.
Yeah. And even when they're here, we can run out there and get them on live or something too.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I love it. Very good. Okay, well, folks, that is Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce President CEO Tim Sheehan. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate everything you do for the community, sir.
Thank you. See you next week.
You bet. Thank you. And Doreen, get back to some music here on Northeast Radio.